Hey YouTube, my name is Kayla Rayne, and today I'm talking about my favorite Game of Thrones characters. So this is the second time I filmed this video because I forgot to push record when I did my last one. That's super fun. But yeah, I want to talk about my top 5 favorite Game of Thrones characters and also some other characters that I enjoy in the storyline but might not be my favorite because maybe they're evil, horrible people, but they add a lot, so I'm going to talk about them too. So my number 5 favorite character is definitely Daenerys Targaryen. It's just really fun to see her development throughout the story. She starts off really timid, really scared, definitely always doubting herself and asking, is this the right decision? I need to double check with my brother. And I think it was really awesome to go through the book and see that transition that she had from being this timid, shy little girl to being this strong and independent woman who wasn't afraid to take her place in the world and get what she wanted. I loved the development of her storyline, and I so look forward to seeing how she progresses throughout the story because I can't see her becoming this weak person after everything that she's been through and how she handled it. I'm very excited to see where she goes with this. My 4th favorite character is Samwell Tarly, and he is just the little kitten of the characters. He is adorable, and I just loved this addition to the story because we have all these rough, rugged men. Sam kind of falls into his own category of being this really heroic and big-hearted person who wants to help his friends and do what's right, and I just loved that addition to the story. I very much look forward to seeing where his storyline goes and having kind of that kindness ingrained in the story, and I think he's also a really awesome addition to Jon Snow's friends. Another character that I'm still I struggle with. I love him. I mean, I absolutely love him, but he's on the wrong side. And that's Tyrion Lannister. He is a good person. I really think he's a good person through and through. But he's not on the right side. He's not on the side that I'm rooting for, which is why I struggle with it, because I want so badly for him to have a very prominent place in all of this and be awesome and be heroic and be everyone's friend, but he can't be because he's a Lannister. Lannisters are tricky, awful people from what I understand, so that's a little weird for me because I can't kind of contain how I feel about him, because in one minute I'm just like, yes, Tyrion, I really need you to come through and be the hero of the story, and then at the same time I'm like, but that means maybe your sister wins, and I don't want that either, so I don't know what to do about you, Tyrion. My number 2 favorite character is Jon Snow, and I am very excited to see where his storyline goes, because at the beginning of the story, we see him as this character who is doing everything he possibly can to please his dad, to do whatever he can to kind of gain his dad's approval and also kind of Catelyn's approval, even though, that's not as important to him. He just wants to be a part of the family because he is Ned's bastard son. And I just love to see his storyline kind of progress from being a daddy's boy and needing to please his father to kind of coming into his own person and being independent and realizing that he has to stand up for what he believes in, and he took a position to where he's no longer a part of that family. He has a different family now, and I'm very excited to see how that storyline goes and see how Jon Snow kind of progresses into this man instead of a teenager, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see where his storyline goes. And my number 1 favorite character is Arya Stark. I adore Arya. I think she is going to have the most interesting character development out of all of them, because we start off seeing her so young and she sees the world in this really innocent way, and I love that she kind of sees through people at the same time. She understands who is a good person and who is a bad person, but she still sees it in this very childlike manner, like the bad guys are monsters, and I cannot wait to see her grow up into a young woman, and I really want her to come back and kind of fight for her family, and she's definitely feisty. I think she can do it. I think she's going to be a contender in the later books and someone to definitely look out for, and I just love the strength that she had in the series and just the woman that she's slowly becoming, because she's definitely still a child by the end of the book, but you can see some subtle changes in her that are making her realize that she has to grow up a little bit. Alright, as far as characters that I still enjoy, even though they're awful, terrible people, Cersei's. I think she's a really strong and intelligent woman, and I respect her for that, but she is evil to the core. But she's really smart about it, which is why I'm just kind of like, I don't like you. But I also don't want you to go away because you're really pushing the storyline forward. Yeah, I really like her, and I also hate her at the same time, if that makes sense. Also, Theon Greyjoy, don't tell me, but I think he has something up his sleeve. He just seems a little bit too sneaky, a little bit untrustworthy, and I just feel like he's going to be one that we have to watch out for. I don't know why. And then characters that I just hate. Yeah, Joffrey. Can he just die now? Can that be a thing? I would really appreciate that, George R. R. Martin, if he died, like, now. And then Littlefinger, like, ugh, what? That's an awful name. He's an awful person. I don't like him, and I think he's stupid. Those are my thoughts. And then George, he's lazy, and he's selfish. How did he become king? I don't know. I was just puzzled the entire time thinking, how did this guy actually plan to overthrow a kingdom, and then this is who he is? Well, I don't understand it. I'm just really confused by that. I don't know. He's just, how is he king? How did he get here? How is he still here? Okay guys, those are my thoughts on the characters. I liked a lot of the characters in this book, and there are so many more that aren't on the list that I did enjoy, but they just didn't kind of make my top 5. And there are lots of awful characters in the books, but those are the ones that just kind of, I kept coming back to and thinking, they're important to the storyline, don't like them, but they kind of need to be here, so yeah. Alright guys, I'll go ahead and link all the information for the Game of Thrones readathon down below. You can check out other people's videos that they're posting. It's super awesome, super fun, great experience, and I have had a lot of fun. One more video coming up, so look out for that. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos as I upload them. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay weird. Who is it? Who is my third favorite character? Can't say that. Oh, that came out wrong.